Let's go ahead and see if we can take a look at CS2's Cache for the very first time. I have seen images of CS2's Cache. I have seen... What's the right way of putting things? I have seen images. I've seen like a quick fly-through video. I haven't actually played on it myself in any way, shape, or form yet. So let's go. Infinite ammo and infinite warm-up on Cache. Let's give that a go and take a look around Cache for the very first time. I'm going to go on to Terrorist for the moment. Just taking a look just right in front of us. This looks really nice. This looks really nice. It looks pretty nice, I gotta admit. We're seeing some sort of power plant right there. We're seeing a crane, couple like buildings. Let's take a look around. So we see this area. We can see there's a hand holding up stuff. I don't know what that says. Can't get over there. Seeing a very sweet, what is this? This is a gas, I think? This is a gas truck. I love that. I love the truck. Seeing words I cannot read. I do not know what any of that says. Wait. What was that? What was that noise? What was that noise? So, I'm going to assume because of this, that this is a radioactive area. But I'm going to assume that this is a Geiger counter, as you said, Corgi Man. I don't know what that is an audio glitch right there, though. There's some audio glitch going on when you jump down off of that. In fact, that is just an audio glitch in general. I'm not exactly sure why that's happening, I'll acknowledge. Audio bugging? Yeah, for sure, for sure. I can definitely hear this Geiger counter right there. And so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I really like that little detail. That is super cool. The little detail of the Geiger counter, just making it very obvious that this is a radioactive area, is super cool. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Love the gas or UAZ truck right there. That's awesome. And I love the what's the right way of putting this? Post-Soviet setting of Cache. I've always loved the post-Soviet setting of Cache, but I definitely still love it. And I think so far, they've definitely nailed it. So we've got a little bit of a room right here, just a little bit of a container. We've got another gas/UAZ truck. Not exactly sure which truck this is, but I love the box on the back. Now, this is red. Now, this is not a Mercedes truck. If this was a Mercedes truck, bro, that would be an awesome reference because a red Mercedes truck got stolen out of Chernobyl. And so if y'all are in Russia and you ever see a red Mercedes like truck from the 80s, stay the hell away from it because it might have been at Chernobyl. If y'all ever see a glowing 1980s Mercedes truck driving down the road, stay away from it. If this was a Mercedes truck, that would be an awesome reference. But this is a red gas truck with a box on the back. I love this. Just imagine how good this would be as like an overland camper. I would love that. That would be super sick. Driving the Chernobyl truck to work? Nah, for real. Please understand you're saying it is Chernobyl. Is it actually Chernobyl? Here we go. Fandom.com, Cache. Okay. You are correct, please understand. You are correct, please understand. It does take place in Pripyat, or Pripyat, I don't know how to pronounce it. It does take place at Chernobyl, basically. The Chernobyl power plant is visible from the terror spawn. Okay, so that's actually the Chernobyl power plant. Okay. I wasn't sure. Along with nearby buildings and even fencing material consistent with the real-life counterpart? Bro, what? Oh, that's fire. Oh, that's super cool. So this truck might actually be a Chernobyl Mercedes truck reference. That would be kind of epic if it is. Okay, so this is, as you said, Pam, this is the sarcophagus right here. Okay. Bro. For some reason, I never realized that Cache takes place literally in Chernobyl. I just thought it was in like a post-Soviet like area, like industrial area next to a power plant. I didn't think it actually was next to Chernobyl. I'm learning something new. Appreciate the information, please understand. I appreciate it. This is sick. So we've got the sarcophagus of Chernobyl right here. We've got the crane where they're building the sarcophagus, or at least maintaining it right there. We've got fences up. We've got buildings. And we can see signs to B site that way. And I assume A site is this way. Yes, it is. And I'm going to avoid going in there for the moment. We're going to go through that in a little bit. But looks really good as well. I love how they've made the urban decay in this area. Just honestly, I feel like it's really even more than it was with the CSGO version of Cache. And then we can see right here there's some firefighters. And I assume this is a reference to the firefighters that took part in the Chernobyl incident. This is pointing right towards the sarcophagus itself. This would be really cool if it's an homage to the firefighters who took part in containing Chernobyl, I think is really the right way of putting it. And I think that's a really cool homage if that's exactly what it is. That is super neat. And I love this artwork. It's very Banksy-esque, in my opinion. Have I watched the Chernobyl HBO series? It's good. I have watched it, and it was very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it, I'll acknowledge. Not the most accurate when it comes to the actual events of Chernobyl itself, but super cool nonetheless, I will acknowledge. But I love this artwork. Very, very cool homage, and just a really nice reference in general. Let's go ahead and go in here real quick. I love the tile. I love, like, the different textures. Like, really just, this is so nice. This is just so well done from a texture and visual standpoint. I love the lighting on the map as well. We've got this sign right here, a doorway with no doors. Oh, this is dope. This is sick. So we've got turnstiles right here. I don't know what that sign says, but maybe these are turnstiles to go into somewhere. I guess probably into the rest of this office building. And I love just the urban decay of it all. This is... I don't know what's going on with the noise there, with the audio there. But I love the urban decay of it all. And I love the architecture of the buildings. It really does just scream Soviet, post-Soviet. I love that. Oh, this is so good. The elevator. Slightly open. Can't hit the button, though. Let's keep going. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, I can't get on here? D tier map. D tier map. I can't hop on this ledge. D tier map. I hope they fix that in the future. That would be honestly pretty epic. Excuse me. That would honestly be pretty epic if I could do that. But I love this little courtyard. Honestly, this little courtyard, I could see myself setting up a chair here, smoking a couple cigarettes, having a couple bevs. No complaints. We could see a little bit of a mural on the wall right here. This is really cool. I really like this. I love the decrepit nature of the building. This is awesome. See a couple mailboxes. There's a poster right there. And that is talking about, I don't know. I don't have a zoom feature, so I don't know exactly what that says. And that does open. This opens. And I now know exactly where I am. So this whole area, I really do feel like it's a little bit different than the CSGO version. Now, I haven't played the CSGO version in literally years, so my memory is not the greatest. But, okay. Very cool. And now we're coming out here, and this is where all the cargo containers are. We can still get up here, but you can't get all the way up here anymore, it looks like. I think you probably have to boost for that, is my guess at least. But we can see the forklift right here. Can I drive the forklift? No, I can't. That's a shame. That's a shame, but I can get on top right there. Nice! Okay, we've got a really nice view of this now. Very cool. You can also go up this ladder, jump over there. Is the truck still there? It is still there! The truck's still there, but is it the same truck? We'll come back to that in a minute. Oh, and we can see a military truck. Bro, they've done such a good job with remaking this map. This looks so good. This looks so good. Bro, this is fire. So here's A site. So this is A site right here. We can see another gas truck, UAZ truck right there. I don't know exactly. I'm pretty sure this is gas, not UAZ, but I might be wrong. This is dope as hell. All the containers, dope as hell. Just the detailing on the netting? Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I really like that. Projectile, supplies. Oh, probably don't want to shoot that. Does anything happen if you do? I didn't know if it would be like an Easter egg where they start smoking or something. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool if that was the case. And just the detailing on the ground. Like somebody's got... Well, this looks like a bandage or something right there. Okay, alright. Let's go... Let's go take a look at this truck. It is... Another... This is another gas truck. So, it's no longer a Chevy square body. It's no longer a Chevy square body anymore, which is a little bit of a shame. It's a little bit of a shame that it is no longer a Chevy square body. That would be really cool. But, you know, I'll take a gas truck. Gas trucks are pretty badass, and I quite like my gas trucks. I would love to own one, not gonna lie, y'all. And it just has some lettering right there. Nice little detailing. My resolution is not the highest, so I'm sure this is in higher resolution in other resolutions. But very, very, very cool. Can't open the door. But I love the detailing on it. No complaints. Let's go down here real quick and take a look at the counter-terrorist spawn. This is dope. This is sick. Bro, I love this map layout. You can't... This door is open, and I can't get through it. F-tier map. Don't have the door be open, or just have it be cracked. I love the detailing over here. This is sick. That is sick. I love the military vehicles over here. This is dope as hell. Can't get on it, but that's dope as hell. Y'all can hear that radio, right? Y'all can hear that radio, right? And then if you hit it, it turns off. Okay. I did break it. I did break it, however. That is very cool. That is very cool. I forgot to turn on my audio, and I just got low-key jump scared by the fucked up audio. I don't know what's up with the fucked up audio. But that radio is really cool. That's pretty neat. And I love the aesthetics of this. I love urban exploration. I don't do any urbex anymore, but urban exploration and abandoned buildings and just the stylization of that in video games is all super cool to me, and I love the details of this. The venting up there, oh man, bro, this is dope as hell. This is so good. Like, this is what I imagine. Bro, they added the fucking Prippy Rat Ferris wheel? Bro! Bro! As somebody who was and still is extremely interested in nuclear incidents and in Chernobyl as a whole in general as well, there's so many little details. Oh my god. Bro, the Ferris wheel! They added the Ferris wheel! Bro, this is sick! This is dope as hell! They added the Prippy Rat Ferris wheel! Bro, what? Was that in? Was that in the CSGO version? I don't know if it was. I have no idea. You can go no clip and look. What's the console command for a no clip? That's not console. That's not console. I don't even know how to do. I've never used console commands. So I have no idea how to do console commands. Let's Oh, wait. How do I respawn? Oh, yeah. Change team. Choose team. So I'll just choose counter-terrorist, and then I will grab the op. And we'll just take a look from a distance. Oh, bro! It shows up in more detail? Oh, that's so... Bro! That's full... That's not just skybox. I thought it was just going to be skybox. That's not just skybox. That's full detailing. Bro, what? As you guys said, I may have to enable this in settings. Let's try it. So it'd probably be under game. This is my first time ever using NoClip, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Thank you so much for the help, y'all. I do appreciate it. SV underscore cheats 1 NoClip. There we go. Okay, we got it on. We got it on. Very cool, very cool. Okay, there we go. So now I can NoClip and fly all around the map, which is probably what I should have been doing to begin with. But I will be turning it off once we actually get back to the map, because I just want to take a look around as a normal person. So some of this stuff is definitely skybox. So like these trees and whatnot, these are all just flat PNGs. But this, I don't think this is going to be a flat PNG, is it? Is this going to be a flat PNG? Of course, it is simplified. Okay, so it's not just a flat PNG. So it does have some three-dimensionality to it, just because the PNG is displaced just a little bit. So when you move around it, it looks three-dimensional, but it's not actually a three-dimensional piece, per se. It's just two 2D pieces set together, layered a certain way to make it look 3D from the angles you're going to be able to look at it at. Super detailed outside area. Nah, for real. Honestly, I am very impressed. Like, this outside area, like, where you can't see is certainly not detailed. But everything you can see from the gameplay area is very detailed. Oh, this is super cool. And then we've got, like, the bus right here. Like, this is sick. This is dope as hell. And they've got all the detailing for this. Bro, what? Bro, what? They added the gauges? They didn't need to add the gauges. But they did. Bro, that's fire. That's sick as hell. Oh, that's dope. This one has no detailing on the inside, of course. Oh, this is sick. And so you can come through here. We're going to take a look at that. We're going to get back on the ground. Take a look at that. And then, so this is... We're just going to fly all around the air. I want to go take a look at this as well. This is dope as hell. Have I tried Gmod 2? I have not. No. That's Sandbox, right? Or Sandbox, I guess is probably the right way of putting it. Oh, and this is all fully detailed? Bro, this is sick. You can just see the map right there. It's like, ha, I'm still here. Oh, bro. And like, you can't even see this. You can't even see this area from inside the map. Bro, is there an Easter egg with the elephant's foot inside of this? Is the elephant's foot an Easter egg inside of this? Oh, that would be kind of epic if it was, but it's not an Easter egg. That'd be kind of epic if it was, though. Oh, this is dope. This is super sick. Tiny little crane over here. Bro, this is dope. And then we can see all the buildings, all the residential facilities. Oh, this is really cool. Boom, headshot. Y'all know me. Only the biggest ball moves here. Oh, and then we've got the fog of war, but it's actually... It's not just graphical, it's actually just built in. But it kind of fades out. It kind of fades out once you actually get into it. Oh, I love... Bro, the fog? Bro, that's so dope. The fog is so sick. And I love... Oh my god, this just gets so dark. Sick angle. Nah, for real. For real. Bro, this is... Bro, just imagine... Let's just say you're right here. You're just sitting down, smoking a cigarette on top of this building, overlooking the sarcophagus with this fog right... Bro, chilling in Chernobyl. Nah, for real. For real. This is dope. they've done so much more than they needed to with this, and it looks so good. This looks so good. Oh, this is so fire. This is so fire. I love it. I love it. Let's take a look over here real quick, and then we're going to get back to the map, I do think. So one of y'all mentioned that there's the pool somewhere. Where would that be? Probably, I'm guessing, over there, because I'm betting it would be underground. So maybe over here? Or is this just a deeply set building? No, this is just a deeply set building. This is so cool, though. I love this. I gotta admit, Cache is back, and it's, like, better than ever. This is awesome. There we go. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you so much for the help with the developer console, y'all. I do appreciate it. I had no idea what I was doing when it came to developer console and everything like that. So I appreciate the help. So we've already spawned here, taken a look around here. We've, of course, flown around the map as well. We've gone that way. I kind of want to go through here now. Excuse me. Excuse me. I love this. This is epic, bro. The detailing with the shattered tiles all over the floor is so good. You cannot get up there, but you can. You can peek. I love that. That's awesome. And the detailing just in here in general is so good. Bro. So you go through here to get to B site. Okay, B site. We're going to have to take a look at B site. Let's take a look at B site now. Detailing is... I'm so glad I decided to do a practice round rather than trying to experience Cache for the first time, like, while actually playing a competitive round, because... I'll be honest, I think I would have just been paying attention to the map and not even playing the whole time. This is so epic. I love the art. The art is so good. Little nuclear symbol right there. 1957? I think that's what it says. Wait a minute. We've got a little pusher thing right there. Cool, cool. Love it. Let's go through here now. So we've got this right there. And we've got some ducting. Lots of construction, sort of posters. I love the posters. You can even go outside. There's barbed wire. And there's another truck right there. I want to own one of these in this blue. I'm not joking about that. I actually do. This... And, like, the rust? Bro, this is sick. I love the detailing. This is epic. Got all these power cabinets. Coming through here. This is, like, is this new? Oh, wait, you can go through here. Oh! So I can't go up right here, but you can go through here from the outside in. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And here's B site. This is different. This is way different than I expected. This is so different than I expected. Because this used to just be a wall here. And I used, like, I looked up a photo of, like, I was like, Cache CS2, and I used that as the photo for the background of the thumbnail for this stream on YouTube. This does not look anything like that. This does not look anything like that. Oh, this is dope. This is sick. And the ambiance is crazy good right here. I love this. Oh, this is dope as hell. And as you said, SPVN19 looks like Half-Life. Not for real. These are some City 17 vibes because this is, of course, a post-Soviet city or a post-Soviet area. And, of course, Half-Life is set post-Soviet. Or City 17 is set post-Soviet, to be precise. So there definitely are some similarities, but this... I've seen some gameplay footage from, like, Half-Life Alyx, and the graphics of this really remind me of that to a huge degree. I love all of the detail. The detailing is so good. Same engine, yeah. Both were done on the Source 2 engine. Oh, this is so good. I love all the detailing. There's just so many details. I can really tell that the guys who put this together, that all the people who put this together, this took a very long time. This is awesome. Of course, we've got some graffiti up here. So there was a very iconic Counter-Strike play that happened. He was like falling down and he shot somebody. I don't see, is that the graffiti for that up here? Because there used to be graffiti like right there, I think it was. Well, let's go up there and let's take a look. So, here we go. So now we're near counter-terrorist spawn. I love this detailing. Once again, I love all... Oh! And we get different... Bro, that's sick. That's sick. So we can go up here. And then we can see the graffiti. I don't think this graffiti references that anymore. I don't think this graffiti references that play anymore. The simple graph is missing, I think. I believe so, because I don't see it. Which is a little bit of a shame. That's an iconic piece of Counter-Strike history, of course. Hopefully they add it in the future. That would be pretty nice to see. But I love the open air aspect of this area. It's honestly just made this whole area just feel a little bit more, well, open, of course. And I love the lighting, like this right here. That being open with all the lighting coming in from right outside. I honestly love the lighting in this area so much more than the CSGO version. Honestly, I like this map more than I like the CSGO version. That's not an understatement. I really do. Just the detailing is next level. It's so good. It's so good. All right, well, let's go this way. I love the detailing in this area. I also love the fluorescent lights right there. Can I... Oh, it goes right through. Nah, F tier map. F tier map. These need to swing. Oh, no, wait, you can't shoot that. It was just perspective. Wait, no, is it? I can't tell if I'm actually shooting it. I'm not sure. Either way, these need to swing when you shoot them. That would be probably so much processing power, but it would be so dope. You're shooting through it? Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. It doesn't really matter that much. Oh, and I just missed this. Oh, this is sick. Is this rail lines? It could be. I'm not sure. Oh, no. Oh, because this is a bus station, so this is the bus map. That makes sense. Oh, and this doesn't swing when I hit it? I can't cut the cable? Shame. Shame. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, of course, there's a little bit of a bear right there. Very nice. Very nice. And, can't go through there. Not even if you blow it up. Ignore that. Not even if you try to blow it up, it won't work. So, we've come through over here. We've taken a look over here. We've taken a look at the CT spawn. I think we've seen everything but the middle area. So, let's take a look at the middle area real quick. We got this light up here. Which you just shoot right through. A little bit of a shame. It is what it is. But I understand. They got to optimize processing and everything like that. Love all the posters. That's pretty cool. I love the balcony area up here with the ducting. Very cool once again. And here's that outside area. So we've already taken a look over here. Of course, you can go up this ladder. That's pretty epic. 360 no-scope. And there's the vent right there. So, go right here, right here. No? Also, I kind of want to figure out how you can get up there. Oh, wait. Nope, you can't do that. Okay, so vent, you just go right here. And then that's how you get in right here. Okay, makes sense. And you don't have to crouch. You do not have to crouch. You can just run right in. Just taking a look. Okay, so you can almost see B site from here. If you go down a bit, then you definitely can. But you're opening yourself up quite a bit. All right, all right. No, this is epic. This is epic. I can't wait to see XQC remake his worst play in Counter-Strike history, where he proceeds to then flashbang his own teammate, grenade his own teammate, and headshot his own teammate. All by accident. That's still the funniest, one of the funniest Counter-Strike clips I've ever seen. I can't wait to see him remake this on remake that on the new version of Cache. That would be so hilarious. That would be so hilarious if he did. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. I love, oh bro, the AC, all the detailing. I gotta figure out how to get up there. I don't know how to do that. I gotta figure that out. I gotta go around to the other side and figure that out. You can get up here. Oh, no. Can you? You can. Okay. There we go. Right like that. Oh, crap. Okay, so... Nope. I don't think you're making that. But you can get right there. Okay, okay. Very cool, very cool. I love the detailing is so good. We're already come through here. So let's go through here now. And I want to see, is it possible... It doesn't seem like you can get up there. You have to jump onto the AC. What's with the feet being 8-bit? I have no idea. You can make that jump onto the AC? Really? Can you actually? I don't know if I can. I don't think I have that skill level. But that's pretty cool that they left that in, because that was a thing from the CSGO version, of course. Oh, you have to boost on a teammate. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. I really still think this is a reference to the Chernobyl Mercedes truck. I really do think it is. This is sick as hell. This is so dope. T-side boost, CT skill jump, or counter boost, I guess. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. Appreciate the information, appreciate the information. I love the detailing on the outside, the sheet metal. Can't break that. A little bit of a shame, it is what it is. Oh, bro, this is dope! I love the lighting coming in from this side. Oh, that's sick. Bulletproof glass. Nope, not bulletproof glass. Oh. However. The glass will not smash. The glass will not smash, which is a little bit of a shame. What's the best cigarette for Cache? So if you're playing on Cache, and you're looking for the best cigarette to smoke while playing Cache, I really think there's no better option than a Bellamorcanol, which is a type of cigarette. Well, Bellamorcanol is a brand of cigarettes that was first started in the Soviet Union, but it's a type of cigarette called a papriosa. It's got a really long filter, or a really long piece of cardboard as the filter with a very small amount of tobacco. If y'all have watched The Fifth Element, it almost kind of looks like that. Kind of almost looks like the cigarettes from The Fifth Element. But the tobacco in the very end of it is like super strong, and that's because that tobacco is Nicotina rustica, the strongest tobacco in the world. I'm going to have to say, I think Bellamorcanol cigarettes are the optimal cigarettes to smoke while playing Cache. I've never tried a Bellamorcanol cigarette before, so I very well could be wrong. But personally, I think a Bellamorcanol, or any Papriosa cigarette in general, would be the best cigarette to smoke while playing Cache. That's kind of my personal take, at least. That's kind of my personal take, at least. But yeah. I do want to try Bellamorcanol whenever I have the chance to. I'm looking forward to seeing if I can find a pack eventually. Bro, I love the detailing, the roof. All of this over here, bro. It's so sick. It's so sick. Hey. Glad to provide an answer. Mr. Suffer Rain. Or Suffrain. Or Suffer IGN. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Appreciate the question, my man. It was a very good question. Glad to have answered it. Hey, and appreciate The 17 months Tier 1 sub, Mr. George Cullinan. Appreciate. The 17 months Tier 1 sub, Mr. George Cullinan. Appreciate your support over a year now, my man. You're saying you've been waiting for the official Jacob Jones map guide. Well, I don't know if I'll be doing an official map guide for Cache. I haven't actually played a competitive round on it yet. But you know, that might be something to consider in the future. Maybe doing a little bit of a CS2 Cache map guide. Sort of like parody video where it's just like the worst map guide ever. I think that might honestly be really amusing to do. So that might be something I try to do on live stream in the future. Because that would be pretty funny, not gonna lie. That would be pretty funny. Appreciate the 17-month Tier 1 sub. Mr. George Cullinan, appreciate the support, my man. Yes, sir. Appreciate the support. And appreciate the Prime sub as well. Mr. Suffer Rain, appreciate the Prime sub as well, my man. Appreciate the support from both y'all. I'm loving Cache, and I appreciate y'all's support. Yes, sir. The detailing is so good. Bro, the detailing is so good. So fire. All right, well, we've taken a look at pretty much the entirety of the map. So, yeah, I think that's really all. Oh, can you destroy this? No. Can you shoot through this door? No. All right. So this door, you cannot shoot through. You cannot shoot through the door. And you can also not destroy it. So it's definitely different than the doors on Nuke, that's for sure. You can shoot through that door. Can you actually? Oh, I suppose you can. Can't you? Never mind, my bad. I didn't think you could. It didn't really look like you could. From my perspective, very quickly, but as we have the proof right here, you definitely can. Very cool. All right. Indestructible door, boo. I can agree with that. Indestructible door, hell no. It does, however, going back to it, look like it's metal. So it does make more sense. Like this looks like it's a metal. This is definitely a metal door. And as we could see, it is indeed sparks when you hit it with the knife. So this is indeed a metal door. Soviet doors made different. In the Soviet Union, you don't open door. Door open you. That's what I'm saying. But I think we've taken a look around the entire map. So I think it's time in a minute to go ahead and get into playing my first round. What the I'm just now noticing this! I'm noticing why is this open? This is a safety hazard! Can I drop a nade down there? Oh! You kinda can, but it doesn't go all the way down, it just stops. But you can't actually drop a nade down there. Oh! There's so many details. Bro, that's so sick. I love that. That's so good. I love the Ferris wheel. And as you were saying, not bridge. There are indeed more details on the outside of the map. I did no clip a little bit earlier on, and I saw some of the details. It was all very cool. Listen to the song on the radio. I already destroyed the radio, but I did listen to it. A little bit ago. Super cool, though. I love Cache. I haven't even played it competitively or like in competitive. The competitive matchmaking, I think is really the right way of putting it, because I don't play competitive Counter-Strike. Really, my big issue is that there's windows open here that you cannot jump through. I don't like that. Like, if it gives you if it looks like you can do it, you should be able to do it. So I think they should really, honestly, even if we're going to be losing some detail, I think they should add windows here just so you can't go through here. But, yeah. At T-Spawn, at the monument, there's a tribute to the Ukrainians on Chernobyl. Oh! That's what that is? Okay, let me walk back over there real quick. That's what that is? Okay, that makes sense. Play casual match? Nah, I'm doing competitive. I don't normally play casual. I just don't really like the I don't really like the what was I trying to say? I can't remember. With casual, I just don't like the amount of people in the rounds. It's just too overwhelming for me. I like the 5v5 personally. No clip out, and there's an English part for it. Left side, okay. To heroes, professionals, and those who protected the world from nuclear disaster, in honor of the 20th anniversary of the shelter object construction, 3/11/2006. Oh, that is really nice to see, honestly. Because I have huge respect to all the people who contributed to making sure Chernobyl, the whole incident, the whole disaster, didn't get worse than it did. And so this is really cool to see in a game that I quite enjoy playing. I'll acknowledge. That is very, very, very cool to see. And I'm very happy to see this, I will acknowledge. And that being a tribute to everybody who worked on the sarcophagus project makes me absolutely think that this very Banksy-esque graffiti right here is absolutely a tribute to all the firefighters who took part in making sure Chernobyl wasn't worse than it was. And sadly, a lot of the firefighters did lose their lives in doing so because it's Chernobyl. It was, and still is, very radioactive. So this is another really, really, really cool tribute. And with those two references, with the sarcophagus being right here, with this tribute to the firefighters of Chernobyl, of Pripyat, to everybody that secured the disaster as much as they possibly could at the time, and to and due to the tribute over here as well, that makes me think even more that this red truck is absolutely a reference to the red truck that got stolen from Chernobyl just prior to the disaster. Because there was a red Mercedes truck with a box on the back, just like this, that got stolen from Chernobyl. And personally, I think this is a reference to that. No question in my mind anymore. There's no question. This is absolutely a reference to the red truck that got stolen out of Chernobyl not prior, but right after of when the disaster happened. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. All the references. I love seeing the tributes. That's awesome. This is so well made. Bro, this is so good. I love the new cache. The new cache is just, frankly put, it's so fire. The new cache is just so fire. Are there any other details I'm missing? Any other details that I should take a look at before anything else? Bro, they should just make it where it's random, where G-Man just walks, like, right up here. Where it's, like, once in a millennia, G-Man walks through here. Bro, that would be so hilarious. That would be so hilarious. Think there's elevator music? Very interesting. Very eerie. As you said, not Bridge. Very, very, very eerie for sure. Any other details? One individual earlier mentioned that there was a pool somewhere on the map. Is it right here? No. I said you had to no-clip to find it. Yeah, the sound is still an 8-bit. Maybe that's why. True. I don't know why my sound is an 8-bit. I didn't select that as an option. I don't know why it is. Bro, just imagine having a smoke up here. Bro, that would be fire. In fact, this entire map would be fire to have a smoke on. Oh, this is actually 3D. Oh, wow. I totally expected that to be like a double-layered PNG, honestly. Wow. These are all PNGs. Well, I can't even go see those. But those are all PNGs, I'm pretty sure. This is weird. This is really weird. I was like, oh, it's just floating. But no, it's just the map being glitchy. That's really funky. That's super funky. That is really weird. I love that it actually works. Oh, that's so sick. Bro, I love this plaza. Just imagine smoking a cigarette and having a beer here. Bro. Boys trip to Chernobyl. War sucks. War does suck. I genuinely really want to go to Chernobyl to see everything that's there. I'll acknowledge. But the thing standing in my way is that I am not one to get in the middle of what's going on over there right now. So, not going to Chernobyl until a while. Let me just put it that way. Not going to Chernobyl for a while. I will acknowledge. But whenever I can, I do really want to. I do really want to go to Chernobyl. So this is CT spawn. So you said behind CT spawn. Oh, yes! This is the pool! That's it! Okay, there it is. Okay. Wow! Okay, very cool. Okay. Wow, that's neat! Oh, that's really cool. Okay, super cool, super cool. Alright, no complaints, no complaints. Let's take a look. Is this a diving board? Oh, that is a diving board! Oh, that's sick! Bro, this is epic. This is so epic. I love it. I love it. No complaints on my behalf. Well, what are y'all thinking, though? Time to head into playing a competitive match of Counter-Strike 2 on Cache. I'm thinking that's exactly what it's time for. So I'm going to do that in just a moment after I go to the bathroom, because I need to go to the bathroom. I need to take a little bit of a piss. I had a little bit of a Dr. Pepper before this stream. So I'm going to go take a piss. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. And then we're going to go ahead and play my first ever actual round of Counter-Strike on Cache. I'm so glad. I am so glad that we got to take a look at Cache and just wander around and see all the details and all the different little Easter eggs on Cache and the tributes. Super, super, super cool. Super cool. Really interesting to see the tribute on the monument, the firefighter graffiti. Both really cool tributes that I think are really interesting. I want to know if that red truck is actually a reference to the red truck that got stolen from Chernobyl. I don't know if it is. I feel like it definitely is. I don't know if it actually is intended to be that, but if it is, that's awesome as well. And just overall, the insane level of detail on Cache is awesome. I gotta say, probably for just levels of detail and references and Easter eggs in general, out of every Counter-Strike map, Cache has absolutely got to be my favorite. It's so good. For gameplay, I don't know. I'll probably still like Dust 2 more, because I love Dust 2. But Cache is epic. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah. Love it. Love it. Cache is awesome. Cache is awesome. I really, really, really like it. And, no complaints on my behalf, that is for sure. Let me just put it that way. No complaints on my behalf about Cache. As far as a detail standpoint goes, it's a very 10 out of 10. Okay, 9.8 out of 10, because I can't shoot the lights. I can't shoot the lights, I can't cut the phone lines, and I can't break the glass. So it's a 9.8 out of 10. But that last 0.2 is going to be impossible to get just due to processing power for online gaming. So that's stuff that's never going to happen. But a 9.8 out of 10 when it comes to detail for Cache. I love it. Do I like Cache as a map just from an artistic perspective? Genuinely a work of art. Genuinely a work of art. I don't know how it is gameplay-wise. We're going to be finding that out very soon, but I absolutely freaking love it. It's so awesome. It's so awesome.